Howdy YouTube, it's Fleet Core here with another random review. See, today I have my ijoy Capo 100 mini mod. This is not the Squonk. For those of you that might be thinking it's clearly not the Squonk. When I bought this, it came in a box with the ijoy El Captain mini sub-ohm tank. Right now, I have the ijoy Avenger. Dun dun dun. This tank I bought this one separately. In the box, it came with a few replacement gaskets for your top and bottom end. It came with an adapter for so you can use the slightly less, not as wide board tips. And it came with two different kinds of coils. They both are X3 coils. One's your standard coil. The one I have in here is a mesh coil. They look kind of like bullets, but I like using the mesh coils a lot nicer. This kit is fully customizable. Yeah, my camera's not really picking that up, but I can take it up to 100 watts or as low as 0.5. I'm running version 1.4, and this one goes up to version 1.8 if I so choose to. It comes to us from factory at 1.0. This is it's a very good mod. Yank out the battery for y'all. It's hard to do this with one hand. I don't have a camera stand yet. Don't think I might get one, but I could. This particular mod can have numerous different batteries. Right now I have the 21700, 375 milliamp high rate 40 amp discharge. I use a Luke mini single charger for it, and from dead to full, which is about 1.20 volts or 1.2 volts, it takes approximately an hour, maybe two. Yeah, about 2 hours, two and a half. But I just wanted to do a nice little review on this. She does very nice flavor with this specific tank. The El Captain mini tank does pretty good flavor, but it holds less juice. This one came with two different glass. Right now I'm using the bubble glass, which kind of has a little bit of a rainbow effect. You can kind of see right there. It has that throughout the whole glass, as you can see there. Came with a nice little glass protector. This is a 4.2 milliliter tank bubble, and it also came with a 3.7 bubble, which is flat. It runs, from down here all the way up to the silver ring. Pretty much it's just flat instead of having the bubble out. But the flavor quality, it's really nice. This specific setup here, I know you can get the ijoy Avenger kit, which comes with the Avenger tank like I have in many different colors, and the mod, but I like this pretty well. One thing I do have to I do have to talk about a little bit more is this USB charger. I don't know why ijoy went so cheap with these things, because mine bailed out on me, so I can no longer update it. Granted, I don't want to, and I can no longer charge it via USB, so I have to pull the battery out to charge it. But this takes three different kinds of batteries. It takes the 21 series, it takes the 20 series, and it'll even take the 1850s. Now, back to the tank. The Avenger tank, it's fully adjustable. It stops one way, wide open, and it stops the other way, fully shut. I usually run mine right about there. I mean, that looks about 2/3 or maybe 3/4 of the way open. And this baby, she blows some clouds. Now when you shut her down a little bit to about there, halfway or a little less, she'll start to whistle on you. I haven't noticed any leaking with this tank so far on either glass pieces. Haven't had to replace any seals. Hell, you don't even need the rubber protector on the other glass, but I like using this bubble because I don't like to refill my tanks as much. This battery will last me all day. You know, I'm taking puffs on this thing like every 2 hours, and I'll take about 5 to 7 big old cloud puffs. You know, so a pretty good sized cloud. Let me do one more for y'all. Yeah, you could almost do cloud chasing competitions with this thing. Maybe throw it on an unregulated mod. But overall, I've had this thing for about a year and a half now, just the mod itself. The tank, I've had this for about 2 weeks now. And I gotta say, this combination, I never thought it would have worked out as nice. The flavor quality is amazing depending on who mixes your juices. I bought this for 40 bucks off of eBay, brand new, completely brand spanking new. But yeah, it's a mini sub-ohm tank on a mini mod, and I usually tend to stick with the same brand types, you know. So my mod is ijoy, the tank's an ijoy, and like I said, in the box, it does come with an adapter that just seats right on here. So if you got your tank and it didn't come with a tip, but you still have your old tip and it's a little smaller, you put your adapter in, and then you can put your smaller tip on there. But me, I like using this big bad boy. One thing I kind of wish they did is kind of like a little mesh thing, so when it's in your pocket you don't accidentally get lint all up in here. We all know how annoying and obnoxious that can be. But overall, I'm still running at a factory. My power mode's normal. You got 3 clicks. You got your power settings. You got your connector settings, which is a little pin that's on the bottom of your atomizer or your tank. You got your TCR. You got your screen timeout. You can reset your puffs in that menu as well. You can fully adjust it by going into your TCR. So, you know, when it starts hitting hard and when it starts hitting light, I usually just leave that alone. With this tank, I'll run it at normal at 65.5, which is halfway in between on this coil. See, your other coil that's a non-mesh, it's 40 to 80 watts. This one is 40 to 90. But I have ran it at 100. It does not burn. And the flavor is just, it's really nice. It blows some pretty good clouds. If you got some bigger lungs, you know, you can blow some monsters out of this thing. It does not get very hot. That's one thing that surprised me. That El Captain mini tank that comes with this kit, that got hot quickly. And the coils, granted they were the little simple plug-in, plug-out things, you know, you just pull it straight out and pop it straight in after it's primed. Those didn't last as long. These, I'm still running off this same coil from when I first got it. And life expectancy from other reviews I've done, as people have said, yeah, a month, 2 months, constant vape use, flavor's still potent, flavor's still just as strong, tastes just as good. But one thing to keep in mind with your flavors, if you go into the gas station and you're just buying them pre-made bottles, your flavor might be a little crappier. I'm running a 70-30 base on this for my liquid, or my juice, and I seem to like it. I like the little bit thicker juice. I put it in the fridge just to keep it cool, and to me it helps, you know, to me from what I've noticed, it's helped keep the coils a little bit cooler upon refill. So if it gets really hot and your juice is really low, pop in some of the cold stuff, give it a little swirl around, you know, and boom. But yeah, I just figured I'd do a nice little review on this thing for y'all. It's a really nice setup right here going on. I bought this thing back in Wichita, Kansas at Lucky's Vape Shop. Yeah. And like I said, this was from eBay. I'll show you the box or the boxes later. It does come with a little sleeve, so if you're running a smaller battery like the 1800 series, you can pop the sleeve on it and then pop it in there, so you know it's not wiggling around as much. But most of the time, if you just tighten down the cap all the way, and you don't have to tighten it like really hard. You know, just I can do it with one hand, and see it's tight right now, and I can still pop it loose. You know, but overall, it's a very nice setup. Like I said, the battery will last you all day. I've been vaping on this one, you know, like I said, 5 to 7 puffs every couple hours or so. If I'm at work, it's a little bit longer of a gap, you know, because you got to work. But overall, I'm really pleased with iJoy and their equipment here. I know some of y'all will be like, oh man, you should go with one of these other brands or whatever. Yeah, if you don't feel like spending that kind of money, this only costed me the whole box kit. It was 80 bucks, but I found them online for anywhere from like 45 to 60 bucks. And it comes with the El Captain, you know, with a little push to slide. I didn't like the top end on the El Captain mini mod, because sometimes in my pocket it would slide open and then my juice would start sloshing out all over the place, and that makes a nasty mess. Makes me not want to put anything in that pocket. You know, I used to be a heavy cigarette smoker, about 1.5 to 2 packs a day. And overall, this has saved me money. Down here at the Vape Juice Bar in Oklahoma City, out there by Norman, is where the Vape Juice Bar is. You can get a 60 ml bottle of juice for 20 bucks. And if you're a first-time customer, it's 10. And, you know, or it's your purchase is cut in half, or whatever your first purchase may be. So if you're brand new there, you can go in there and you can buy you a whole mod with juice and extra coils and an extra battery skin. Sometimes they have cases for certain models in there. Oh, and if you're looking for a case for the Capo 100 mod or Squonk mini mods, look on Amazon. They have one case, but it comes in different colors. You got your solids, and then you got your stripe. They don't look too bad. They look like simple little rubber things. But anyway, that's my review. I'm Fleet Core. Y'all take care.